Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep into the essential role of the Quality Control Inspector. Now, if you're prepping for your PCI Level 1 and Level 2 exams, you're going to want to pay close attention. This is your playbook for mastering quality in the precast world.
So let's just jump right in with a big question, one that really gets to the heart of what you'll be doing. Seriously, take a second and think about it. What's the one thing that truly separates a good product from a great one?
You got it. It's as simple and as powerful as this. It's all about a thorough, comprehensive, and, this is the key word, independent inspection. That's what turns good into great.
All right, so here's our game plan for today. We're going to start with the why this is so important. Then we'll walk through pre-pour, the pour itself, and the final checks. And we'll wrap it all up by talking about your new title, Guardian of Quality. Okay, let's get into it. Section 1. We have to start here with the fundamental reason behind everything a QC inspector does. Because trust me, this is way more than just ticking boxes on a checklist. It's a whole mindset.
The PCI manual puts it perfectly. Quality inspection is a thorough review of each step. See, it's not just about catching a mistake at the very end. No, it's about making sure the right materials and the right methods are used from the absolute beginning.
Now, this is a big one. And listen up, because this is a huge concept for your exam. You, as the quality control inspector, have to be independent. You do not report to the production manager. You report to plant or engineering management. And why is that? Well, it's so you can be an objective, unbiased set of eyes on the work. You are literally the checks and balances of the entire plant.
So building on that idea of independence, let's talk about the pre-pour phase. This is where your eagle eye can have the biggest impact. Finding a problem now, before concrete is poured, that's just proactive. Finding it after, well, that's a really expensive problem. And this right here, this is your roadmap. This gives you that bird's eye view of the entire inspection program. Think of it as the journey from the moment raw materials show up at the plant to the second the final product heads out the gate. Your job starts way before any concrete gets mixed. You're the first checkpoint. You're the one reviewing mill certificates for steel, cement, you name it, making sure it all meets the project specs. And just as important, you're the one keeping those meticulous records.
Now, for pre-stress products, you become the authority on force. You're actively watching those tensioning operations, verifying that the forces and elongations are exactly what they're supposed to be. And if they're not, you're the one who makes sure it's fixed and documented before anyone even thinks about pouring.
Okay, now we're getting into the real nitty-gritty. Your checklist is going to feel a mile long, and for good reason. Are the forms clean? Is every single piece of rebar exactly where the shop drawings say it should be? Is it tied down tight so it won't move? And maybe the most important question, is the concrete cover correct? Because that little bit of space is what protects the steel and gives the product its strength for decades. And the list goes on. We're not done yet. You're also checking every single thing that's going to be cast into that concrete. You're verifying the pre-stressing strand size and grade. You're making sure any debonding is done right. You're confirming the precise location of every plate, every insert, every lifting device. It all has to match the drawings, right down to the millimeter, no exceptions. All right, the pre-pour checklist is complete. Everything's signed off. Now the action starts. We're moving into one of the most dynamic phases, the pour itself. Your role is about to shift from doing static checks to doing active, real-time monitoring. While that concrete is flowing, you've got to be the watchful eye. You're on the lookout for aggregate segregation. You're making sure the crew is consolidating it properly to get all those air voids out. And you're reviewing the finishing and curing, because how it's treated right after the pour is absolutely crucial for its final quality. So here's the thing. You can't just trust the mix design on paper. You have to verify the actual product. That means you're performing tests on the fresh concrete right then and there. Slump, air content, temperature, you name it. And critically, you are preparing the test cylinders that'll get broken later to prove that the concrete reached its required strength. Okay, the concrete is poured, it's cured, but we are not done yet. Not even close. Now comes the moment of truth. You have to verify the final outcome of all those previous steps. This is where you see the results of everyone's hard work.
This is where you pull out your tape measure. You're meticulously checking every dimension against the tolerances on the drawings. You're inspecting the finish, looking for strand slippage, and carefully documenting any little thing that isn't perfect, along with how it was corrected. And here we are, the last step, Before a single piece gets loaded onto a truck, it gets one final look from you. This is the final green light. You're comparing the finish to the approved samples, checking for any last-minute damage, and you're giving the final okay that it meets every single quality standard. Only then is it ready to go.
So, let's bring it all home. We've walked through the entire process, from a pile of raw materials to a finished product on a truck. So, what does it all mean for you, the person stepping into this role? This one sentence, right out of the TM-101 manual, says it all. This is your mission. Your job isn't just to find mistakes, your job is to be a vital part of a system designed for one purpose, to create a final product that is exactly what the customer asked for. Period.
This is the role you're training for. You're not just a technician with a checklist, you are the final guardian of quality. You're the protector of safety, the champion of excellence for every product that leaves that plant. It is a huge responsibility, and mastering these steps is your key to acing that exam and thriving in the field.